It's not spotlight you, Emma.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so the reason I decided to talk about this is because I found myself messaging when sending messages on social media, assuming, and I know we should never assume whether or not this business would be a fit for that person, but I would check out people's profiles and see if I could generate a lead in which I could message them with. And I have to be honest, I would not message particular people in my cold market if I did not see that in that very few minutes of looking at their profile, something that would tell me that this would be a fit for them. So I was listening to a SoundCloud by Linda Huntington, and she explained that now there is a conversion of trends, new technology, public awareness, and a huge demand of safer products, and the employment landscape is changing dramatically. There is now 4 generations of workforce, and you've all heard about them before probably, but she went into detail about these 4 generations and something clicked in me. And I got really excited about it, and it opened my mind a whole lot more and made me realise that particular people who I know, older, typically 50 plus, that these people are all out there waiting to hear about this business, and I was able to add their names to my 100-person list. So I will go into detail about each generation, and hopefully it will help you all expand your minds a little and make you consider other people who you maybe assumed this business wouldn't interest them. So obviously I'm not going to try and be judgmental. Everybody's different, but it's just a generalized overview and maybe what some people are going through in each generation. So the first generation, the Gen Ys. These are your 16 to 20-year-olds. These are the younger generation, and they're just starting or finishing college. They are able to now study entrepreneurship in college. These people are growing up not knowing the term job security. They do not put those 2 words together. They know that owning something is very important, and they think in a diverse fashion. They want choices and want to own something. And I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a lot more younger people, particularly girls, starting beauty businesses or hair or mobile technicians, nail technicians. They don't want to work for somebody. They may have watched their parents downsizing or being made redundant, struggling to keep their head above water because of the employment landscape now. So approaching this generation and getting the message to them that this is an entrepreneurial business with just a small investment, yet a multi-million-pound global franchise would be really good, because this is what they're already looking for. So your second generation, your Generation X, they are your 25 to 30-year-old. This is my generation. We are the first computer generation. We've grown up with technology and seen it change and develop. We have already started working and already started trading our time for money, and the prospect of continuing doing this for our entire career is very scary. We are becoming parents, or already are parents, or thinking about being parents. We're missing our children's swimming classes, football classes, and we're looking for a way to create an asset. We are looking for an extra income for our families, or a plan B. Then you've got your third generation, your baby boomers, so aged 40 to 50. And some of these people are losing their jobs to Generation X's, having no job security, but started jobs back in the day with that security. They are the generation who have created the most debt than any of the other generations. Some are being made redundant. They're becoming increasingly worried about pensions. They are scrambling to try and find a solution to either survive economically, to retire one day and live comfortably till they're 80 or 90 years old. Obviously, now with the medicine that we've got, people are living longer. So the baby boomers, they are like my mum's age. So people in that age category could be going through something like that, and they if they've got debt, or if they're thinking about a plan B, then that might be something, like this business could be something that they're looking for. And then you've got your fourth generation, your traditionalists. These are your 65 plus. These people in this generation are in fact still working. The government are changing the goalposts, not financially ready to retire yet, maybe, and they are tired of trading their time for money, and they want an exit strategy, and they want to have time, balance and choices. So you can see that with each generation there is definitely a reason why we can approach them about this business. With that, I was also, when you're approaching each generation, it's something you should keep in mind as to how you are delivering the topic of conversation. I also listen to When You Act Like a Professional, You Get Paid Like a Professional by Ian Pritchard. And he said that the way we share our business and our story, not only do we need to share our vision, but put it in a way that would relate to the generation that we are speaking to. And I really, really like this, because I would probably just say the same to everybody how I was delivering my message, either privately on Facebook or face to face. I never really thought to change the way I shared it with the different generations. So if someone asks what you are doing or what you do, you may want to say, I teach and train people to own their own life and create financial stability and time freedom. Or I show people how to create an additional income around their life and other commitments. Or I show people how retiring early and leaving a financial legacy to leave for their families is possible in today's society. Or I show young mums just like you how to stay at home with their children and create a business where they can generate a corporate type income. You need to relate it to the person you are in front of. He said he does never say, I work for Arbonne, or I sell skincare, or I do this little thing on the side. He said, never be robotic. Obviously, we're in partnership with Arbonne, and we have a health and wellbeing company, and you can't take that away from it. But he said that sometimes it's not the people don't want, people want to hear the bigger picture. People are not going to see the true vision of what's possible with the business if we're just saying, I've started this little business and it's with makeup and skincare. So even if we are still independent consultants, we have to create and show people the potential of what the business can give them. So always try and relate it to the generation you are talking to or messaging. And that's it. Is that okay?
That was brilliant. Thank you so much, Hannah. I love those quotes at the end of what you should say. I won't talk too much because I'll just annoy you all. But that was really, really good. Thank you so much. And it just shows that listening to these SoundClouds is so important, because that's just changed your vision completely. So well done you, and well done for stepping up as well. So everyone have an amazing day. Have a great day, and try some of those things that Emma's said. I want to show mums just like you to be able to stay at home with I teach and train mums just like you to stay at home with their children. Brilliant. So I love it. Okay, have a really good day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. See you around. Thanks.